Alright, what's going on, Dark and Darker Dungeon Delvers? Welcome to a jolly jaunt through hell. This isn't going to be a first reaction video, this is going to be an absolute breakdown because we've got the screenshots, the news, and the knowledge from the video. I've already watched the video in full the minute I woke up, and I watched OnePeg's review of the video, so I highly recommend watching all of those as well. And this document, which contains all the early access info, the Warlock, quest items, screenshots, I'll be just keeping this up to date henceforward up until the release of early access and probably beyond that as well. So without further ado, here comes the Dark and Darker Inferno playthrough. We got a ranger, a fighter, and a bard in all of these classes. Look magnetic together. They don't have a cleric, but it doesn't even look like they need one. Let's dive in. So straight away off the bat, we've just got some beautiful new cosmetics. We've got the rabbit roasting on the fire, the ranger drinking some ale, and the bard smoking Gandalf's pipe. Everybody's looking relaxed. We had plenty of beautiful cosmetics and emotes in the past, and now we're just getting more and more of them. You can tell the devs are just absolutely having a great time with this. Just non-stop developing and playing. It is sweaty in the Iron Mace Studios. Notice the bard hot swapping a ton of new instruments. And just take a look at the bottom here. Let me just scoot past this just a wee bit. Look at how long these buffs last now. The bard used to be very, very much a non-standard class. It was pretty trash at release, but like most of the other classes from internal playtesting until now, a lot of the classes start off a bit weak and then they slowly get added more and more options. And we're going to see that over the course of early access and the full launch. Each new season is likely to bring us a new class or a new class idea or more multi-classing. And so already I can tell that the bard is significantly better than it used to be. The buffs last longer, they've got way more options. Look at all the instruments on their back. They got drums, they got lutes, flutes, lyres, who knows, harps. They got it all. And the fighter also had a lyre on their back. So I don't know if that's a weapon mastery perk for fighter or just the first iteration of multi-classing. You can see here he hot swapped to something else. He pulled out his torch from utility, and he's got a bow. But he also has a little lyre on his back. They look like some really top tier buffs too. It looks like they're hasted with attack speed, their interaction speed is quick. Keep in mind that they're in all grays, so they're doing a little zero to hero here. That's actually interesting. Let me go back really quick. I think the fighter ate that one. Yeah, that he ate that, but that looked so smooth. Oh, good call out from chat as well. Let me go back super fast, guys. We're at 220, so 130 from chat is calling out that we've got the orc skin around the 130 mark. Yeah, he took off his helmet there. He's probably swapping gear. That is the new orc cosmetic, so we have just an absolute ton of races. We have elf, orc, and the elite skeleton confirmed going into early access. That is beautiful. I cannot wait to play this game, and I feel like it's just around the corner. I'm getting a little bit antsy. I'm not going to call a date. We already saw the fiasco that ended up with, but man, they've just developed so much. Wait, what did that let's go back. What did that scroll say? An imperfect skull with visible fractures. So that is another quest item. It has to be. I think we might have this in the list, but we're going to add it into the document as well. The document will be pinned at the top comment of this YouTube video as well. It also links to my early access preview and the Korean court case updates. I mean, Bard just looks great. You buff once in a while, then you can actually fight. Keep in mind now the Bard can also use the hand crossbow and a shield. True. Arrows now stacked to 15. We just saw it in the inventory there. That's a huge one. I mean, look at all their buffs and debuffs in the bottom left. They have so much going on here, even though they're in grays. I can only imagine when you get legendaries and uniques. They're also slaying out despite the grays. They're doing a really good job. This is the Demon Berserker monster. And that thing's got some attack speed on it. So the fighter actually outlooted him here. There might have been other stuff in the treasure box, but I like that he gets all his arrows back. And also, utility effectiveness. I don't know what that does. Utility effectiveness. I don't remember that being on the character sheet. Appreciate chat pointing that one out too. Okay, so they're at least level 15, right? 5, 10, 15. I feel like you had all your perks unlocked at 15 though. No, you get one at 1. So 1, 5, 10. So they're at least level 10. Unless they changed it around, I think they're 10. And then more than likely you would get multi-classing unlocked at 20 once that's available. But I don't think we're going to have multi-classing until level 20, but you never know. I mean, just the total revamps here on Inferno as well. It looks gorgeous. The other thing I really noticed, I just want to point out really quick, is that they moved all the torches in most of the hallways. If you look when they're walking down the hallway, most of this stuff looks non-cheesable. For all my little rats, you used to be able to jump on torches in this hallway and then fight all the monsters, and you could do it basically all over the game. A lot of people asked for it to be removed. I think that's going to hurt solos more than anything. I actually liked the cheesing and always looking up at the torch the minute I entered somewhere to see if any other players were up there. But, I mean, it's probably better for the health of the game to actually make you fight monsters outright than being able to full cheese. Plus, we already know, guys, we're absolute rats. We're going to find a new way to cheese. So here he shot the skeleton to death, pulled across, something else as well. Let me see what that was. Let me go back really fast, sorry. Oops. Something new. Okay, so another intact skull, but this one's a better value. Again, to me this leads to the thought that it's probably just another quest. The other one was a broken skull, right? Broken skull, slot type invalid. That's the main reason why I think it's a quest item, because it doesn't look like it can go in a utility slot, and it's not a sellable. So I believe that this is absolutely the first iteration of questing. And you will have to bring back grays to the merchants, and then greens. That we could also have daily quests, we could have seasonal quests. Just a lot of really good stuff on the way for us. I mean, every week they release a new video, and it just looks like they're drastically improving all over the place. I mean, that Bard buff looks like it lasts minutes. Like 5 minutes, maybe. Another new monster, a skeleton royal guard, just picked up a triple kill. And this video is hype. I almost feel like this is a better video than the Warlock video. Because we're getting a full look at just a ton of new stuff. I mean, I'm excited for Warlock, but I love Inferno. Oof! The Lich is looking gorgeous. An absolute skeletal lord. I wonder if his minions are the skeleton royal guards and the other group just died in the boss room. New monsters right there as well, guys. If we take a little look, those skeletons have daggers. So more than likely we've got a rogue skeleton, or those are the skeleton royal guards. It's hard to tell. The royal guard could also be maybe a new mini boss to replace the skeleton champion, or just new in general. Poison is still doing outrageous damage. Also, something to note here is that the poison ticks didn't give him rested health back. So he actually cannot regain the poison health. And it could be the same for fire as well. Maybe elemental damage cannot be rested back. Took me 3 times watching to notice that one. Look, the bard buff is on for healing, but it's just blinking. It's not actually doing anything. Now we have monsters in this pit. We never had monsters down here before. Honestly, good self-control right there. Do not try to open that with all the monsters on him. I don't know how he doesn't get hit right there. That is amazing. It was nice the bard to go pull every monster in the game and just straight troll his teammate on this one. Bye. Also, there's plenty of time on the clock. He should have just kited there. Let me look at his health. He was probably getting scared. Let me see. I mean, he's full health. Oh, this is just rude right here. Yeah, this is a random. This isn't a pre-made group. Oh, this is Slaughter Town. Yeah, right here, the ranger, he has to leave. He has enough health to do one loop, probably around the outside, or maybe half a loop, and then jump back. A part that I've always liked, that's a really high-tier parkour spot here on this particular level of Inferno, is the ability to jump. You can actually jump from right here over to here. So you can loop up and then jump across and then kind of come around this pit and loop back, and you can actually get some of the monsters to fall off into the lava. It's just a good tech parkour spot. If you're ever in this situation, you have to remember. I mean, it's hard in this moment. Plus, there's a skeleton mage right there just camping. Rest in peace. Indeed, an absolute jolly jaunt through Inferno. I'll see you all for the next one.